I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hi, I'm Luke Ryan for JoeBlow.com and welcome to Top 5 Movie Mistakes. Whether it's Gone with the Wind or The Room, in every movie, somewhere along the way, someone has screwed up.
Oh, hi Mark.
The Dark Knight. Does anyone remember this little movie? Before it came out, a lot of people were very skeptical of that guy from Brokeback Mountain trying to turn the Joker into something dark and edgy on the big screen. But then after it came out, well, we all remember what happened then, right? Every superhero movie is now judged against The Dark Knight. It was a towering monster of success all across the board. Was Captain America Civil War great? Sure. But was it as good as The Dark Knight? That's the question. Christopher Nolan just knocked it out of the park, and Heath Ledger's tragic passing only added to the aura surrounding the film. A film that many consider to be untouchable. A film that went beyond being a mere comic book movie and becoming something more. But as great as it is The Dark Knight bulletproof? I think we all know the answer. This is why you're here, and just a quick disclaimer, these mistakes, the ones that somehow seeped into this superhero masterpiece, don't ruin the film, but it's fun to point them out anyway. So let's take a look. Number 5, when the Joker blows up the hospital and takes off in a school bus, you can very clearly see one of the cameramen right in front of Heath Ledger hiding underneath a black sheet. Now there are reporters on the bus. In the story of the film you see them run onto the bus beforehand, but we do know that Nolan had an IMAX camera set up inside the bus to get a close-up on Heath Ledger that he never used.
Once he jumps into the school bus, there's an angle that we actually didn't use in the final cut. We mounted a camera in close-up on him in the school bus once he's in and sat down, and you see him never look back, never look at the building that's collapsing, immediately to his left. It was a pretty marvelous angle, but it didn't quite work for what we needed from the sequence.
So yes, that is indeed a cameraman clearly visible in shot in The Dark Knight. Wow. Number 4. During the incredible opening sequence, we get this sweeping helicopter shot moving in on this building. I always try and guess which window is going to be the one that breaks. Anyway, a split second before we leave this shot, yeah, there's the helicopter with the camera on it. And if you look at the building at the bottom of the shot where the thugs are about to zip wire over to, it's covered in shadow. But when they arrive merely seconds later, the shadow has disappeared instantly. Number 3, during this incredible... Okay, can we just agree that almost every scene in this film was incredible? Okay, we got that out of the way. So in this scene with Joker and Harvey Dent, notice on the left side of the pillar you can see the blood from Dent's mutilated face. But when we come back round to the other side, the blood has mysteriously vanished. And speaking of mysteriously vanishing, number 2, going back to the opening sequence, take a look at this moment when the Joker haphazardly guns down one of his own goons next to the school bus. Notice where his body landed. After this great moment, the Joker walks back, and the body has just straight up disappeared. It has vanished. You want to see my dead body trick?
It's gone.
Number 1, the now legendary interrogation scene has got to be up there as one of the most entertaining scenes in modern film history, and I hate to break it to you, but it ain't perfect. Let's just watch a little moment here.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Where's dude? Have all these rules and you think they'll save you.
Man, this is great, so intense. I love how Batman slammed Joker so hard against the wall that the tiles even cracked. Such a great little detail that... Oh, the cracks are gone. Right. Yeah, so you might not have noticed, but the Joker's hands are also in completely different positions now in the next shot. I mean, it's ridiculous. The cracks are back too. Man, the inconsistencies. How did they manage to screw up continuity on a scene this good? Well, hey, at least we don't see the cameraman again, right? 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 Oh. Oh no. Nolan! How could you do this? My mind is genuinely blown. You can see the cameraman in the reflection of the... He's ruined it. He's ruined the film. And I've exposed it to the world. The great Dark Knight masterpiece is nothing but a sham. How could you ruin this film by showing the cameraman in the reflection? Hey, relax, I'm kidding. Why so serious?